Ah, crap. Oh, the original taste. CJ, we need you.
Oh shit, here we go again.
With all the drama, never-ending soap opera on the takeover in Man United, the transfer window for Man United had been seen as an extremely circus fest, going from Mount beat rejection, Adrian Rabiot resigning with Juventus, David De Gea contract embarrassment, Man United recruitment or negotiation department just cannot do a good job, and basically a laughingstock across the football industry, as Erik ten Hag facing such a nightmare and furious on Man United's slow progression. A blink of light has shown towards the United strategy transfer that actually had a deja vu due to the fact that news of the reported suggested Barcelona, due to the financial reason, had been forced or required to sell players, and the spotlight was none other than the former player under Erik ten Hag, Frenkie De Jong. We definitely know what happened last season. Man United and Frenkie De Jong shows that had me on roller coasters, so much so that I considered cancelling my Netflix subscription because of the unpredictability and interaction between the two parties. But that begs the question, is Frenkie De Jong actually worth going another round, or was it just a mere smokescreen ending up with nothing? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. Frenkie. It's no secret that Erik ten Hag had been a fan or had an obsession on the Dutch midfielder for years. Last year was the biggest example of that obsession, in spite of the constant talk involving Man United and Barcelona. Even there was an agreement presented that Barcelona had accepted 72 million transfer fee on Frenkie De Jong, yet Frenkie De Jong's firm refusal to leave proved to be a massive issue, resulted Man United did not obtain his signature. Right now, it seems the pressure on financial, Barcelona required to sell the player. Man United was almost certainly be the first club linked with De Jong. Besides, Man United were in need of reinforcement, especially the thin midfield depth. Also, Man United would love to have a center midfielder or an 8 player that capable of being a playmaker, to be specific, a high volume, high press resistant player in which comfortable play a possession style player. Although Man United midfield trio consists of Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen and Casemiro, all of that do not really have the quality that Erik ten Hag seeks to play from the back. By the looks of it, Frenkie De Jong can easily said to be the perfect fit into a Erik ten Hag high possession, high chance creating system. But from the footballing perspective, just how good of a footballer Frenkie De Jong, what makes Erik ten Hag so fond of him. So in this video, we will look into how Frenkie De Jong playstyle evolved from Ajax and his switch to Barcelona, and how will he fit into Man United. As per usual, if you enjoy this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel due to the fact that each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me for uploading new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. First of all, for many years, Dutch Eredivisie had always been renowned for producing highly talented individuals, and Ajax Academy had been one of the most known talent factories. Although the Ajax first team often participate in the Champions League with having numerous surprises, they still eventually will fall to a much bigger of financial powerhouse club. It had acted as a feeder league for most of the other big European heavyweights, but many talented individuals failed to cash in their early signs of potential. As for Frenkie De Jong, who made himself known across the world stage, was being a key player in the Ajax sensational team of 2018-2019, especially the famous Champions League run. That side had included some of the important names in the same batch from Ajax Academy like Hakim Ziyech, Donny van der Beek and Matthijs de Ligt, all of whom also secured big money moves away from Ajax shortly after an incredible Champions League run that took them to within fraction of seconds to approach the final. The Dutchman was without a doubt evolved himself to be the heartbeat of midfield of the Ajax team that captured the hearts of many football fans. His amazing display eventually in the summer of 2019 announced a big money move to Barcelona for a fee in the region of £85 million. In Ajax, Frenkie De Jong, similar to the Ajax graduate player's traits, very comfortable with the ball at his feet. But to be slightly exaggerated, Frenkie De Jong was very comfortable or preferred the ball at his feet, combining his low center of gravity yet athletic body. Frenkie De Jong in Ajax days, especially the signing back Daley Blind that had Frenkie De Jong initially started as both ball-playing centre-back and at times CDM in the 17-18 season, to move permanently into central midfielder as a double pivot along with Lasse Schöne. This move allowed the Dutchman fully function as a high-volume playmaker or the midfield conductor on both offense and the defense. Also, Frenkie De Jong fully demonstrated his glue-like ball control and amazing passing vision. This attribute played a highly important role when his team is in possession of the ball. His vision to spot a pass and constant scan his spatial surrounding to create a pictorial understanding of space. His habit of scanning made him always being aware of his position, space, teammate and opponents, hence made him very difficult for opponent to pressure. In fact, in the famous 1890 season, under his command of the times and rhythm set in play, Ajax played to a very high rhythm during the competition. In spite of that, although Frenkie De Jong thrived on the ball during his Ajax earlier days, Frenkie De Jong struggled on the other side of things, especially recovery runs. His work rate in possession wasn't always matched by his out-of-possession efforts. But as he gradually matured and made his improvement in that regard under the now Man United manager, Ten Hag's guidance became a capable to world-class single midfield pivot. Upon moving to Barcelona in the 1st of July 2019, after being named the UEFA midfielder of the 18-19 season, Frenkie De Jong continued his previous role, featured heavily as a single pivot, but Barcelona at that time were facing a Neymar after effect when Barcelona management and coaching was a mess, having changed 3 different coaches in a period of 2 years before settling with Xavi. Under Xavi coaching, his former teammate Sergio Busquets became the preferred single pivot role in the 4-3-3 formation. This move made Frenkie De Jong push even higher than normally, started on the left of the 3 midfield, will appear on the right on the occasion. But rather than sticking in one position, Frenkie De Jong given the license as a free roaming 8 with both left center midfielder or right center midfielder, but will be different approach based on the tactics at that time. When the defender, especially the fullback, start into central, he often looks to play a penetrate passes to runner in behind. Xavi normally likes his winger to stay out wide in order to spread the spaces between the defensive line, giving De Jong a target for his ball in behind, and given he has the vision and ability to find these runs. With Busquets dropping back and the right back move into a narrow position to allow De Jong to push slightly higher, this gives him the freedom to receive in the right inside channel beyond the opposing midfield and before driving at the opposition defense. Even fullbacks expand more towards the sideline for overlapping runs, he does have to drop into the cover more, and most importantly, Frenkie De Jong usually likes to participate in any build-up, including switch-up play, transition or recycle possession. In the past 22-23 season, even with the earlier season with the throws out by Xavi due to both Barcelona and Frenkie De Jong himself awkward situation, Frenkie De Jong slowly worked himself into a crucial piece of the team, even helped Barcelona win the La Liga and the Spanish Super Cup. In the 22-23 season, De Jong had appeared in 43 matches in all competitions, scoring 2 goals and grabbed 4 assists. Even if the goals and assists may not be spectacular, digging into a deeper stats on the FP report, we can see that Frenkie De Jong passing or playmaking have his major selling point for any team. His 78.96 passes, 89.5% passing completion, 9.3 progressive passes and 3.3 progressive carries per 90 minutes all sit at more than 95 percentile, prove that Frenkie De Jong amazing when it comes to dictating plays with goal making. Go into a much deeper passing stats. This green everywhere was a ridiculous. Short, medium or long, you name them. The moment Frenkie De Jong pass is like the guy who does not miss.
This fucker don't miss.
No, he's good.
That fucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Furthermore, Frenkie De Jong in the past match against Man United both legs illustrated his athleticism, that he had a core strength and speed to deal, added a bonus feature that many spectators question his physicality when it comes to dealing in the Premier League. Come back to Man United. Last season, United, despite reinforcement in the midfield area, with Casemiro joining as the headlight, Man United regularly struggled to control games even against weaker teams that ended up as a slugfest. Even with the signing of Eriksen and Casemiro that proved the quality in both offense and defense, they still have their fair share of downside. As Eriksen, the go-to 8 or playmaker from Deed, lacked of the thickness of physicality when facing all-action midfielders, while Casemiro has shown his world-class defensive awareness and surprising passing range, but was not the best in ball playing. Hence, Man United still lacked the composure required to able to successfully build up from the back, control the tempo, and win the ball back quickly. De Jong can be the main solver for all the worries. The main question is, where will De Jong play, and who will be playing alongside him? While De Jong might probably be the best profile to solve Man United issue in ball progression, every Ten Hag will agree that he's probably at his best when playing alongside a ball winner. That player would be Casemiro. But given the record, Casemiro prone to collecting cards, Frenkie De Jong still have the defensive ability, not on par with Cassie, yet enough to cover. In the end, Frenkie De Jong may still play best as a more advanced midfielder, whereby taking Eriksen role and push Eriksen into a backup option for Bruno instead. As quoted by Ten Hag, So, if you put him on the 6, he's away too often, but you need to give him freedom. Otherwise, you can't get the best out of him. It wasn't an easy puzzle, so I decided to play with 2 number 6 and only 1 attacking mid. And in this way, we can still dominate the half space and force opponents to choose. In short, as it stands, Barcelona reported would need to sell Frenkie De Jong again spark waves of all-film drama. They're not sure of the legitimacy of it. Nevertheless, Man United and Eric Ten Hag facing budget issue, as reported, may only as low as 130 million, including player sales to spend. Man United will need to plan wisely due to the fact Frenkie De Jong would cost roughly 65 to 75 million range easily. As for me, I think that Man United can move to get Frenkie De Jong, but not as the most priority because Man United require reinforcement in many other areas. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will you still go after Frenkie De Jong if you are Man United? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.